Welcome, family and friends that have traveled to be with Joseph David Hicks and Adrian Taylor Lyson today. Thank you for being here to share in this special day. Today is a time of celebration and consideration because marriage is not to be entered into unadvisedly or half-heartedly. So as we proceed through this ceremony into this new realm and new relationship, I respectfully ask you to take a seat and buckle up. Who gives this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Can you put this back? You're great. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
You look great. Then you guys can join hands. There are 7.7 billion people in the world, and most of them are not here today. So how special does that make you feel? I'm told that some of you have traveled from various parts of Florida, while some of you are from Massachusetts. We have a few people here from California, North Carolina, and even as far away as Germany. Out of the billions of people living on the planet, Joey and Adrian have asked you to join them as they enter into this new union. So the least you could do is silence your cell phones, keep them silenced, and keep your arms out of the way with grainy iPhone pictures. Anyways, finding the one out of all the people in the world should be impossible, but Joey and Adrian found each other. What are the chances? I don't know, but it seems pretty unlikely, yet here they are in front of you all, making the impossible seem not only possible, but inevitable. Was it destiny? Happenstance, dumb luck, who knows? Who cares? It doesn't matter. All that matters is they're before you today, taking their vows and taking this step into marriage. We're gathered here tonight, Joey and Adrian, in marriage. Marriage is a joyous occasion that connects our thoughts to home with all that is pleasant and attractive. Its sacredness is undeniable. Joey and Adrian recognize that this relationship that they are about to enter is for life. And this love is not to be diminished by difficult circumstances and is only to be dissolved by death. 19th century author Leo Tolstoy observed, what counts in making a happy marriage is not so much how compatible you are, but how you deal with incompatibility. Let me assure you, there will be times of disharmony, so you must press on to keep the commitments that you are making today. Joey and Adrian, they initially met back in 2018 at Pratt & Whitney. Adrian was being introduced to everyone on the floor at that time, and luckily she was assigned to shadow Joey for that afternoon. Thankfully, he was one of the best mechanics on the team, and to start, she was set to learn with him to learn the hardware and the processes. Joey was tasked to show her what the assembly technicians did and what she could do to improve the efficiency and workflow on the floor. He did none of that. Instead, he talked to her all afternoon, making jokes and talking about their dogs. Her first impression of Joey was that he was really outgoing and friendly. When she told a coworker and friend that he seemed really nice and was very talkative, her response that he was probably just trying to get out of doing work. Aside from his personality, she loves his smile. He has the best smile ever. She was beautiful, and he has the best smile ever. He's quick with comebacks. He wanted to keep talking to her from the moment he met her. So after that day, he did precisely that. Their first proper date was a mini day trip to Orlando, which was a 2-hour drive. Honestly, Adrian was a little nervous that she was going to talk too much and scare him off. It did not scare Joey off, but after that trip, he knew that she could talk his ear off in a purely endearing kind of way. They started that mini trip at Top Golf, and that's where they learned that Adrian is naturally gifted at golf, and Joey is not. In her words, I kicked his butt. So after Top Golf, they went walking around I-Drive and they grabbed a few drinks. Afterwards, they finished the night off with a round of axe throwing, to which Joey did excel at that. Adrian almost hurt herself, and so Joey returned the favor. He kicked her butt. At first, they didn't tell many people about their relationship since they worked at the same place. They did tell a few coworkers and, of course, their family and close friends. Most of their dates were at their apartments. They would cook dinner, watch movies, play games, and talk. A lot of people thought that they wouldn't last because of that simple strategy. However, that simple strategy served as a huge asset because they could just relax and get to know each other without any distractions. Joey knows that Adrian is simply the best. She's tough and confident. She's thoughtful. She's sweet. She ensures Joey knows how much she cares for him and isn't afraid to show her emotions and let her guard down. She's protective and caring and beautiful. He can't thank God enough for bringing her into his life. Joey is calm. He's collected. He's smart. He's kind. He works hard, and he is loyal and loved. He's also funny. Sometimes not as funny as he thinks he is. Joey has always helped Adrian express what she is feeling. They can talk through things. He's supportive, believing in her, and hyping her up like no one else ever could. One of her favorite things is sitting and talking with Joey about the things they've done and the things they want to do in the future. He's a great partner to have in life. So Adrian had been not so discreetly mentioning about getting married. She had said things like, "What are we waiting on? My biological clock is ticking." She dropped these subtle little hints. Joey wanted to make their engagement unique and catch Adrian off guard. For months, every time he would buy something, Adrian asked, "Did that come out of my ring fund?" All along, he knew that he was trying to figure out when he would make the move, and so his plan needed to seem innocent and unoriginal. Years ago, they had planned a trip here to St. Augustine to do a wine tasting on a sailboat, but a hurricane had derailed that trip. So he figured he would pitch the same trip and the same plan, but instead of getting wine, she would get a ring. So he booked the trip for late January, starting with the bed and breakfast where all the employees knew they were on for the engagement set for January 30th. Joey usually wears long socks, and so he was going to stash the ring in those long socks. He thought if he put it in his jacket or in his pocket that Adrian would see it and the secret would be spoiled. So on their way to the sailboat, they saw clouds. It made Joey extremely nervous. He thought they were going to cancel the trip because of weather. But that did not happen, thankfully. They were put on a larger boat by themselves, a captain and a crew member who was also an undercover photographer for their proposal. Once they got onto the boat, and Adrian told Joey this would be a great time and place to propose. Furthermore, she said, "So when you are ready, we can come back and do it here." Once they were in the bay and the scenery was perfect, Joey had told the captain of photography he was going to make the move, and he was extremely nervous. His heart was pounding so fast that he thought Adrian would think that he was sick. Joey asked Adrian to go to the front of the boat to soak up the view, and she said no. He continued to ask her, and she said no. "I'm drinking wine. I'm fine right here." He was shocked, but he did have a ring, and he was persistent. Eventually, he got her to stand up there with him, and there, finally on the front of that catamaran, he took a knee, he lifted his pant leg to reveal the ring box in his sock. And when she saw it, in a high-pitched voice, she said, "Holy crap. Are you kidding me?" Once there was a break in those exclamations, he looked up at her while slowly opening the box and softly asked her to marry him. He doesn't really remember her saying yes, but we're here now, so clearly she did. Marriage is the most basic and significant social relationship to mankind. Without marriage, society would fail. Marriage serves as an intimate covenant between a man and a woman in which two people become one physically and spiritually. Joey and Adrian, your marriage must be nurtured and maintained for the welfare of all, for yourselves, for your family, and for your friends. It is your duty, Joey, to be a considerate, tender, faithful, loving husband to Adrian, to support, guide, and cherish her in prosperity and trouble, to thoughtfully and carefully enlarge the place that she holds in your life, to constantly show to her the tokens of your affection, to shelter her from danger and cherish her with unalterable affection. It is your duty, Adrian, to be a considerate, tender, faithful, loving wife to Joey, to counsel, comfort, and cherish him in prosperity and trouble, to give him the unfailing evidences of your affection, and as time passes, to make the place he holds in your heart broader and deeper. Let me charge you both to remember that it is your function to find the greatest joy in the company of the other, to remember that in attention as in affection, you are from this day forward one and undivided. If you are ready to assume these responsibilities as I have defined them, you may now pledge your love and your lives to each other. Joey, do you take Adrian to be your lawfully wedded wife, and do you promise to be true to her, to love, cherish, and protect her in sickness and in health, in poverty or wealth, until death do you part?
I do.
Please repeat after me. I, Joey, take you, Adrian,
I, Joey, take you, Adrian,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
my partner in life,
my partner in life,
my one true love.
my one true love.
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship
and love you today,
and love you today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and forever.
and forever.
I will trust and honor you.
Trust and honor you.
I will laugh and cry with you.
I'll laugh and cry with you.
Through the best and the worst,
For the best and worst,
through the difficult and the easy,
for the difficult and easy,
I will always be there.
and I will always be there.
Adrian, do you take Joey to be your lawfully wedded husband, and do you promise to be true to him, to love, cherish, and honor him in sickness and in health, in poverty or wealth, until death do you part?
I do.
Please repeat after me. I, Adrian, take you, Joey,
I, Adrian, take you, Joey,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
my partner in life,
my partner in life,
my one true love.
my one true love.
I will cherish our friendship
I will cherish our friendship
and love you today,
and love you today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and forever.
and forever.
I will trust and honor you.
I will trust and honor you.
I will laugh and cry with you.
I will laugh and cry with you
Through the best and the worst,
through the best and the worst,
through the difficult and the easy,
through the difficult and the easy.
I will always be there.
I will always be there.
Joey, have you a token of your love for Adrian?
Yes.
Adrian, do you receive this ring and pledge for your lifelong love?
I do.
And Adrian, have you a token of your love for Joey?
Yes.
Joey, do you receive this ring and pledge for your lifelong love?
I do.
You better. The wedding ring is the outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual bond which connects two hearts together in endless love. The circle is an emblem of eternity, never disconnecting. The precious metal is to show how lasting and imperishable is the faith now pledged. Let your ring, a token of that which is unending, continue to be a symbol of the value, purity, and loyalty of wedded love, which you have both pledged your sacred honor. When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart, when the one whose eyes you gaze into gives your hopes and dreams their start, when the one you think of first and last is the one that holds you tight, and the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right, when the one you believe in puts their faith and trust in you, you found the one and only love you'll share your whole life through. By the authority vested in me as a minister of the gospel, I declare that Joey and Adrian are now husband and wife according to the ordinance of God and the law in the state of Florida. Joey and Adrian, I strongly charge you both as husband and wife to preserve the privacies of your home and your hearts. Therefore, let no one ever presume to come between you or to share the joys or the sorrows that belong to you two alone. It is my wish that you live these words penned by Shakespeare. My heart is ever at your service. This type of approach to marriage truly is an example of always being faithful. It's semper fidelis on a daily basis. So remember to always cherish the other. And on that note, Joey, you may kiss your wife.